guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm doing a quick review of a new foundation that I discovered that I am in love with. It is a drugstore foundation. It is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. So this foundation has been out for a while. I never really just got the chance to try it, and I finally did, and am very impressed with this for a drugstore foundation. Now this is my #1 go-to drugstore foundation. Okay, so it's full coverage, 24-hour wear, up to 24-hour wear, a seamless matte finish, breathable and comfortable, yes. It's full coverage, absolutely, up to 24-hour wear, fade and transfer resistant. It's oil-free, so it doesn't clog pores. Dermatologist tested. Glides on for smooth, breathable wear. It did glide on, absolutely. It diminishes uneven skin tone, yes. The coverage is so nice that it will cover everything. It covers all day and it won't clog pores. So I haven't been wearing it for long enough to know whether it's not gonna clog pores or not, but I just am astounded at how nice this foundation feels. There's so many drugstore foundations that have a coverage or a finish that end up like a luxury foundation, like the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. It has a strong chemical smell though, and if you don't have like the right primer and setting spray, it can feel a little drying on your skin. But this foundation really applies like a luxury foundation. It is $12.49 at CVS for this bottle. It's 1 ounce. I was so surprised at how well I was able to match my color, because that tends to be the #1 problem I have with drugstore foundations. And so if you're Indian or brown skin or a woman with color, you know it can be challenging more at the drugstore to find a color match. I believe it has a pretty good range, but at least at my drugstore, as far as what was available, I didn't see more than like 9 or 10 colors. And I know online at Ulta, there's a shade finder. I don't know if it's an Ulta thing or Maybelline thing, but it helps to select your color. By now, I have an idea of what color I tend to be at the drugstore. It usually falls somewhere between like, you know, caramel, golden tan, golden caramel, toffee, amber. Names like that tend to be the correct foundation matches for me. They're never an exact match, but there was a close match. This one was an exact match. In a little bit, I'll show you how I applied it on my skin. This is just something that you have to try. And even if you had to mix some of the colors to get your color, I would try this. There's so many good things about this, and to top it off that it's $12.49 for this bottle. Starting with a clean face, I did use double the amount of moisturizer that I normally use because I want my skin to be extra moisturized, because this foundation is oil-free, it's full coverage, it's long wearing. Those 3 facts alone make for it to be very likely, not definitely, but very likely it will be a formula that's gonna be a little bit more drying on the skin. So I'm just trying to prep my skin with enough moisture so that it will feel comfortable when I put this foundation on, and that it settles all in very smoothly and nicely. So after the moisturizer, I'm going to go in with my primer. This is the Touche d'Eclat primer that I use all the time. So this is what the foundation looks like. Now I'm going to just dot it on my skin like I normally do. So far so good. I feel like it's a good color match. I wasn't sure it would be. I thought the color was going to be too light for me, but actually the color is perfect. Drugstore foundations, almost every time I wear a drugstore foundation, as soon as I put it on my face, it tingles. It's just, I've always thought that's probably part of what makes drugstore foundations affordable, that the ingredients they use are not as good quality as a luxury foundation. But you can see off the bat, great coverage. This was just 1 pump and I picked up just a little bit of it, and I feel like they gave me really good coverage. It feels like I have nothing on. Wow. Hoping that this will wear well throughout the day too. I mentioned that I really love the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. It's like one of my favorite foundations. I love the coverage and the way it applies, but the thing about it is that it does have a chemical smell, and the Fit Me foundations from Maybelline, I used to use them a lot years ago. They were always off on color. I loved the finish, but it was always either too dark or too light. I only used one pump of this, and I feel like I'm getting the coverage that I get from 2 pumps of the NARS foundation, which is insane because this is so inexpensive. Like, I feel like there's gonna be a downside to this. I just don't know what it is. I burned my neck with my curling iron, and it's pretty much healed, but I'm not ready to put like foundation all over it either, you know, because it's only been healed for like a day or two, and I don't want to like get it infected, even though it really can't. Like, there's no more broken skin on it, but I'm just working it around my neck. Wow, that was just one application. Wow, it's just one pump, not even like all of the one pump, most of the one pump. It felt so good going on. It smelled fine. It actually had a nice aroma to it, and not itchy, and so weightless. This has been compared to the Giorgio Armani, which I've tried, and yes, I can see how just the way it applies and it feels. But it's also been applied to Huda Beauty foundation, which I like the coverage, but it's drying. This is not drying at all. And for a long wear foundation, 24 hours, I don't really need it for 24 hours, but for it to be this comfortable on my skin is very surprising. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put the rest of what I have on my hand. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do another half pump, because I always use 1.5 pumps of the NARS to complete my makeup. And I just wanna see if this is buildable. Like, if you wanted more coverage, like if you needed more coverage, I just wanna see what it looks like. Okay, it will look cakey. I'm just so surprised at how great this is that I really wanna see how far I can take it. Do you see how great that coverage is? Dimmed the light. I dimmed the light a little bit more just because I felt it was too bright. I just want to make sure you can see my skin, and wow. I mean, you can see, like, if you watch my videos and you know that I use the NARS Radiant, not NARS Radiant, that's the concealer. And you know that I use the NARS foundation, you know that, wow, like, this is very similar to the effect from that foundation. I talk about foundations very often, and that's because I do not find good ones. So highly suggest this one, recommend it to all your friends. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Let me know if I can make it better next time. I would love to do more reviews on different products, because I find myself doing the same thing. I always want to research products before I buy it myself, and I like watching YouTube videos, and I like watching the products applied on someone's face so I can kind of see how it wears and how it looks. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Please comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe for more videos. I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye!